Guys, for me, I love June in the garden because I get to do this. Look what I'm doing. I am sitting here having a drink of water because it's warm. And Reg is here with me too. And he would be sitting here, but he's videoing. But look what we get to do. I'm not worried. I'm not checking my weather app every hour on the hour if it's going to freeze and frost and do I have to cover things. I'm not having to bring plants in and out in May before I get them planted. I'm not getting everything planted, everything trimmed, everything fertilized. June is time to just relax and enjoy it. Yeah, you're going to walk through your garden every day like I do, and you'll primp it. You'll check for bugs. You'll deadhead. You'll do those things. But if you're like me, it's like I have time now to enjoy it. All the pots are planted. Now we just get to sit back and grow. So what a nice evening to just walk through the garden and take a look at what June is like. For me, it's the anticipation. In our garden, we have a lull between our spring bloomers. We just had all the irises and the peonies and the foxgloves, and which were wow factors. And now I'm just waiting on all these little things. You can see the daylilies coming up. You can see there's a beautiful little Japanese iris, all the little surprises in the garden. So let's walk through and enjoy the lushness of, look at this fern garden. I know Reg is going to get a great shot of how, yeah, how lovely that is. And when you look through this garden, you can see the Zephyr Druin rose. I have these little stakes here because when people come to visit, there's a little step up here. And a reminder that there is a step up. But I don't want to cut these limbs of the willow. It adds such a romance to me. Having this hit you in the face, I don't mind it. A lot of people might. But look at this, when we're looking at this garden, all the shades of green and white, the purples that come out on the painted ferns. The little pots of flowers here and there. It's just, June is a quiet time, but it's to be enjoyed. So we just have, you can see the Clematis coming up through climbing up to the sun. This is my Jackmanii. I'm just looking, maybe we have a little wilt going on. I'll have to check this. I haven't walked over in here. We'll check that out. But beautiful blooms. I love the Clematis. And as we come around here, you can see all the buds. Again, it's the anticipation. And I've learned to be patient, to not hurry the blooms because they never last long enough. That's my little yellow primrose. Sarah Elizabeth has done fantastic. The scented geranium have been lovely in bouquets, and they smell so fragrant. They've been blooming. Again, these are the spring bloomers, and we have lots of things for summer yet. The Lythrum is a wonderful summer bloomer. The tall purple spike that you see, that will bloom clear into late July, and it just has such nice structure. Love it. The yarrow just keeps on blooming as well, and I keep it deadheaded, which helps keeping it bloom. These are asters, Lythrum. We have garden phlox yet to bloom. The little shrub rose, it's still blooming. The little Bonica shrub rose. My white, is it snow-capped salvia? I'll check that. It could stand right now to have a little trim, but it'll bloom back again this summer. Nice perennial to have. I have gone through with the foxgloves. I like to keep some of the foxgloves heads. I let them go to seed so that I'll have them next year. Particularly, this is my Dalmatian, which is a lovely peachy pink, and I really want it to go to seed, and I'll toss it around. All of these have reseeded themselves. These are plants I didn't go and buy. I just did separate a few in the spring and move them around, and they're doing really well. The roses in June, if you have any roses, this is their time to shine. You know, that is my, can't think of the name of that rose. I'll think of it and put it on the screen. But it's an ever bloomer. It blooms all summer long. You can't beat your catnip. My cats love it and I love it. I'm going to come in probably in a week or two and I'll trim this back and it'll bloom all summer long. But I do have lots of daylilies that are starting to show their buds, and that will add lots of color. I can see my Bonarinesis shooting up. That's a great plant too. Its stalk just stays so strong. But this is, to me, I see the color, and if you're a new gardener, you will be able to take this time and enjoy just seeing the calm before it all gets bright again. So just enjoy walking through your garden every day. You can see I'm going to have some more blooms there. This will be the third year from my hydrangea here, my Invincible. I'm finally going to see some blooms. I've always said buy big the next time. don't buy the $5 plant, buy the $30 plant. And the grasses, I mean, it's just all coming together. You can stand here and you can see the potential. The deer fence, the liquid fence has kept the deer. They were chewing on my garden phlox. They've stopped. So fingers crossed. But it's the little surprises like this beautiful Japanese iris. When I saw that this morning, I thought, gosh, I'm ready for the rest of summer to begin. Isn't that lovely? So June in my garden is Anticipation, which is one of my favorite songs. I could sing it for you, but I won't. No. So there you go. Enjoy the roses. Enjoy the yellow primroses. And sit and enjoy the garden. Have a glass of water or a little something more. So that's June in the garden on Gardening on the West Fork, Zone 6 in West Virginia. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. I had one more thing. I don't know how I got past. Look at this beautiful site. I just look at the beautiful Japanese maple tree. It looks gorgeous after I pruned it. The pond sounds wonderful, and the mint is the best scent ever. Plus, you know, look at this beautiful fern. Is that a pediment? What is it called? A frame? The fern frame for the new entrance into the garden, which it's more of just decoration because I enter through there with the lawnmower. That's about it. But when you stand back and look at this beautiful tree, and the pond, I didn't want to forget to show you this. I take so much for granted, and I shouldn't, because it's the way the light's hitting it right now is absolutely stunning. So I thank you so much for walking in here with me, and we're just getting a better shot of that pretty tree. So thanks for watching and walking in the garden with Teresa. We'll see you. This is it. We'll see you the next time. Bye.